Good evening. My YouTube channel is fairly young, so most of what I'm doing here is firsts. Um, but this is a pretty cool first that kind of tickled me pink. I got a request. Um, Most top factions are using Discord, and in those Discords, there's probably some form of roster chat or coaching chat or something along the lines where faction members can go in and talk about the game and the posters in the game and how to make them better and how to run them and what, suggestions on who to move up. And I mentioned that I was going to be moving Kairi Sane up to 6-star gold, probably as one of my next moves. And I got a bunch of questions of why. And I explained that, she's extremely viable in feuds at 6-star gold. And somebody told me or asked me, hey, why don't you make a video about it? I know there's been videos about Kairi Sane before, but I'm not going to turn down a request. Kairi Sane takes a couple of different things to work efficiently, and then this is specifically for feuds. So let's start with the moment, which is feud based. All right, it's a ladies evolution moment, and really helps out a couple of cards on this list: Kairi Sane, Sonya, and EO for sure. All right. For Kairi, its blue gems do 50% more damage in feud, and multiplied gems generated from moves will increase their strength by 4. Those are the two big ones that we're going to be working with here. So remember, everything that I go over as far as damage is going to be boosted in feuds. The other thing, in order to kind of maximize your damage, like most cards nowadays, are the plates. I only have a Piper plate, but it's going to be good enough. You can also use the LA Knight plate, which is like a Piper plate for blue. And then I've got Pyro Princess. Anytime you make 6 or more multiplied gems, increase your blue gem damage by 50% for 2 turns. And then the Piper plate, whenever you make 4 or more Pyros, increase all your gem damage by 100%. And then yellow gem damage by 500, but that part is not relevant here. I do have a 100% gem damage strap. I am running full Fury 2s. I am running a 200% move damage medal. And I'm running 35% gem damage medal. At these levels, it's 6-star, honestly 5-star and up. Percentage based is going to be far superior than flat damage. So if you're still using flat damage into the 6-star meta, swap over. Sell the medals that are flat damage, that are taking up inventory space. You want to focus on percent up for gem damage and move damage. Moveset is triple green, and it's going to go in this flow. You're going to drop the Pyros, you're going to choose multis, and then you're going to choose a 7x1 area. Now there's a cheeky move flow here that I will do secondly, where you can proc the Piper plate twice. It's a little risky, but it's doable, and I'll show it to you second time through. Entourage is pretty simple. You want Animal and you want Santa. These are 6 MP moves. Animal and Santa plus 1 just for being you will get you 6. No middle line bonus needed. If you have a middle line bonus, swap this out with Z Gunther. Z Gunther is a zombie of choice right here. Mherex could also go there, but I think Z Gunther is going to do the best for you. I am using Matt Hardy for +2 multiplies. If you have Sherry, use Sherry. She's much better, obviously. If you don't have Sherry, anybody who can increase multiplied gem damage would be good here, or blue gem damage could be used here. And then here, Tamatonga is that Tamatonga or is that Tongaloa? Tamatonga. You don't worry about the purple gem damage. It's the Pyro gems, where you create 3 more Pyro gems is what you're looking for on this one. That turns this green move, if you read it, make middle row into Snowfall blue, and then deal X damage, and make 7 random Snowfall gems into Pyro. This is what triggers the Piper plate. This is what makes this a lot more consistent than she was beforehand. Okay. 6-star silver Becky. Why not? The beauty of this moveset is not only does it do pretty good damage, in feuds it does a lot more damage, but it's easy. You don't have to, you're not really interfacing with the board that much. This is going to drop into the middle line. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to select where you put your multis, but you're going to put them on top of your pyros. You know, there's nothing to think about there. Then you're going to blow the middle line. As set up right here, just in tours, that's 16.3. That's 32.6 million damage at gold. Sherry significantly increases that. And the LA Night Plate significantly increases that. You'd probably looking at another 10 to 12 million off of that alone, putting you into the 25, 26 million range at 6-star silver. At gold, that puts you into the 50, 60 range comfortably. Okay. But again, we're talking about a feud build with the moment where you get 50% extra blue gem damage, which is her primary color. And you get +4 multiplies on that 4x3 area. And that was quick. The other thing that you can do that's a little bit more risque, but does significantly more damage, is you can trigger all 3 moves twice in a turn. There is a cascade risk, of course. But if you kind of, scratching around, you absolutely need the damage. You can figure out how to get it done this way. Just below the bottom line. Provided you don't get a massive cascade, like we didn't right there. That's perfect. We can now throw the middle line again. And by throwing the middle line again, we're triggering the Piper Plate, so it's an extra 100% gem damage. And we're able to load up on more multiplied gems on the top half of the board that are getting blown up. Now we're in the same move set, going to blow the middle line. The entire top half of the board, which is basically multiplied by 8. And all blue, we're at 31 million damage at 6-star silver. That does turn into 62 million damage at 6-star gold. 62 million damage is going to be enough during both feuds. Then you add the moment, that 62 million damage turns into probably close to 70, 75, somewhere in that range. And you're one hit killing a lot of your opponents. The few that have a larger HP pool than 75 million, they're just showboats. They're going to be dimed out, and since they're showboats, they don't have that strong a gem damage. They're probably not kicking out. So that's why I'm taking Kairi Sane to 6-star gold. She's very easy. She's very fast. And for me, in my roster and everything that I have, she's simpler to set up than Acro Rhea. My Acro Rhea does hit harder. She is 6-star gold, full stars. But I don't even have an ultimate plate or an ultimate strap for Rhea. So this is going to allow me to be a lot faster and a lot more consistent damage. So here you go. Why I'm taking Kairi Sane 6-star gold and why she's probably the best unleveled Acro lady on your roster. If you learned anything today, if you were entertained by anything today, or if you just like the sound of my voice, consider hitting the like button, consider hitting subscribe. Thank you, and I'll holler at you next time.